Hey guys, this is Jeremy from 70 Productions, and I want to show you guys how to lock your iPhone or other mobile device. So an application like being able to lock your iPhone or Android device is actually something that is very beneficial. There's a lot of different use cases. For me, just two that I've encountered in the last 6 months are, first of all, youth ministry. I love to play music before we start our youth group. I love to be able to just have the playlist out, let people choose which songs they want to be able to play with. But you know how youth ministry is. Sometimes you get the jokester in there, whether it's a volunteer or whether it's a student that comes in and plays with your settings, post something on Facebook. So to be able to not lock the phone in and of itself, but to be able to lock the the application that you are using is a wonderful use case. Another option is to be able to have with little ones. I have a 1.5-year-old right now that I love to be able to let watch stuff whenever he wants to just be able to use the phone. One of the funniest and most adorable cases is we videotaped reading to him a book called Goodnight Moon, his favorite book, and just to be able to let him watch that movie over and over again. He loves that. He loves just to hear it and to respond when he responds on the video. But I also don't want him to necessarily go out and do anything else on the phone. One big case for this was someone allowed their child just to be able to play on their phone, didn't have it locked by any means, and the child ended up accidentally buying a car on eBay. Now, thankfully, they denied the request for that because obviously you don't want to get a car that you didn't necessarily intend to purchase. But how do you go about using that where you're not necessarily locking the phone, but you don't have to worry about giving the phone away or leaving it out to be misused in other cases? So for iPhone devices, this is called guided access. But for Android users, you want to actually look into your settings for restricted profiles. There's a lot of different use cases for Android. So whether you're using your Nexus 7, whether you're using your Moto X, whatever case it is, you go into your profiles and you can set restricted profiles that limit what use you have. There's also applications out there that you might want to check out called KidZone. It is something that could be used, but at the same time, you might want to just stick with the restricted profile. For iPhone users, we'll actually go in and show you how to set it up and to activate it for people that want to use it. So let's go ahead and check out the phone. And if you go into Settings and then click General, Accessibility, and then all the way down to Guided Access, you can see that you have the ability to turn it on. You also want to set a passcode to be able to turn it on and turn it off whenever you get in there. So go ahead and set that up. And then whenever we get done, we get out of there. One application, as I said, that I love to do is for my son to be able to use this. He's at that stage where he loves to explore. He loves to hear words and try to say them himself. And to be able to just interact with his environment, his imagination is just immense. I love it. So we have one application on here called Baby's Playground. And so to be able to enable this guided access, you just triple click the home button and it comes up with your passcode. Go ahead and enter that in. And now you have the option of ending or resuming. Obviously, since we haven't enabled it yet, we want to go ahead and resume. And now you can just go ahead and use the application as used. Now, as you can see, I'm pressing the home button and I'm still staying within the application. If I want to be able to leave it, again, you just triple touch it. You have to enter the passcode again, which is great for people that maybe understand how to use the passcode system. And then you click End. Now guided access has ended, and now we don't have to worry about staying within the application. So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about this. Quick pro tip for you guys: how would you be able to use guided access or restricted profiles for your Android users? What are some other cases besides what I've said? And if you guys have your own pro tips, please share them down below. Maybe we'll get to be able to use one of those in the future. So we'll talk to you guys next week.